Hi there, Facebook. I hope you're all doing well. I just did the same post on Instagram and I believe I'm going to save it and post it to YouTube. So hopefully if you're watching it on YouTube, hello to you as well. I'm also going to email this to my community. So hi if you're watching this via my email community as well. I'm currently in the process of writing a document or a free PDF, all based on time management and how that influences your self-worth. Which I do believe there's a very strong correlation between the way that you organise your time and your energy and the way that you feel about yourself. And one important part that comes up with that, which comes up a lot with my clients and in my community, in my group, which you aren't a part of, please join. It's an amazing group of women. Head on over to the empowerment space. You can just search groups there. Hi, Nairi, how are you? And so I just wanted to talk about the art and the importance of saying no. So I know that for a very long time I was, and I probably still have elements of it, being a people pleaser. And I would just say, and I'm a yes person, like I want to do everything and I want to try everything and I want to be everywhere. And I wanted to have all these experiences and be this person that could accomplish things and do things. And I would just say yes to everything and then be, triple booked for a Friday night and not have to, get back myself out of that or show up or not show up to something and have people texting me about where I am. I would say yes to doing a project which I didn't really have time for, I didn't have the skills for, I didn't even have the full desire for, and then I wouldn't complete it or I wouldn't get it done and the other person would be disappointed with me. And some of my biggest fears around this, which I know is for my community as well, fear of rejection. So we don't want to be rejected, we don't want to be ousted, we don't want to feel like we're not liked. We also fear not being invited again. Like if we say no to something, we fear that we won't be asked again, that we, will be scrapped from the list. So that's also, I guess, comes down to rejection. But one of the biggest lessons that I ever had, which I wanted to share with you today, is that if you say yes only to things that are important to you and that you can accomplish, you can do, and you are 110% willing to go to finish and complete. And therefore that means you say no to other things that aren't in full alignment. You say no to things that aren't fully what you want to do. If you say no to things that, to invitations, to projects, to work, to anything that is not within your frame of importance, people will actually respect you more. And they'll actually invite you to things more. So all of those fears aren't actually real. They're false fears. And if you control and limit what you take on, so being like, Brooke, I've seen that you've jumped on, like you're a busy mum of twins, like you need to prioritize like what's important for you. Same with you, Nairi, being a mum. You need to you can't just say yes to everything. You can't please everyone. You can't go to all the events. You can't, take on all the work, do all the projects. You need to be, hi Shane, how you doing? You need to be really strategic with your time and what you do say yes to. And people will value that. Like when you say no, that you can't do something, you can't be somewhere, you can't show up, people will actually value that and they will respect you for your no. And that was a really powerful lesson for me, and I know that it is for my community as well. I've shared this quite a lot with different women that I've worked with. And the other thing is that if you are a yes person like me and you do have that initial first response of yes I can, yes I will, one of the other biggest tools that I would like to share today is a simple line that says, wow, I'd really love to do that, can I get back to you later? And so then you can take it home, take it away with you, whatever the offer invitation is, and just think about it, contemplate it. Does it actually fit into your schedule? Is it in alignment with your values? Do you really have time for it? And is it important to you? And then go back to them with an answer, which can be a text message or call next time you see them, and just say, hey, actually, I'm really sorry. It doesn't fit in with me right now, but, as much as I would love to do it. So saying no doesn't have to be this negative, scary thing, and people can actually really take a lot from you as well that they can learn. And I guess this is the beginning of setting healthy boundaries as well. And it comes down to you really knowing what is important to you and who you are and what your values are and what you do have time for and what you don't have time for, which can take a little bit of stepping back, that self-reflection and introspection, and knowing what it is that's important to you, for you, and what you have time for. So that kind of leads into, I don't know if you didn't see the beginning of this, I'm writing a free PDF which will be available soon once I've made it all pretty. and finalized it on how time management influences your self-worth and self-esteem. And the saying no also leads on to doing less with more. So taking on less tasks, but doing whatever it is that you do say yes to with 100% presence, 100% mindfulness, 110% enthusiasm. And that's another one of the tools that I add in that document. I'm just trying to read your full comment there. So just keeps giving me faces. I don't want to respond. I can't see your whole post. Hang on, I'm going to see if I can lift my phone up. I struggle with the concept of going back to work and the pressure that society has introduced. I can't press the see more button without... Okay, I'm just going to like it. I'm so sorry, I can't seem to open your full post there, Brooke. But I'm going to assume it's to do with the pressure that society puts on women to go back to work and to be it all and do everything. For those of you watching, Brooke is a mama of twins. So yeah, there's definitely a lot of societal pressure. And with that, Brooke comes like, just don't give a fuck what other people think, because they're not thinking about you. Do you know what I mean? Like there's no, like when we say society, who really is society? And the people that you really care about, Brooke, and the people that really care about you, they will stand behind your choices 110% of the way. Like they just want to see you happy. They want to see you successful and fulfilling yourself. So I think that was a big lesson for me as well, is like, who are they? Like when you think about, like, I'm worried about what they will think, I'm worried about society. Yeah, it's definitely an internal struggle. It's real. Like I haven't had that same struggle that you've had. I don't have kids, but it definitely can relate to having that struggle with, you know, what society thinks or what the perceptions are or where you should be, you know, being, you know, say for me being a 32-year-old woman and people thinking that I should be, you know, getting married and having kids and so on and so forth. So it's getting really clear on what's important for you. Again, it's just about what's important for you and knowing that, like, and that takes a little bit of time, knowing that the people that really matter are beside you and they love you and they don't judge you. And it's the people... I mean, who's really judging you when it comes down to it? I think that's a great question to think about. So that was what I wanted to share with you. If you've been watching my videos from the sidelines and wondering what it's like to work with me, I had such success with my last special offer, which is a 2-week intensive. I'm offering it again just for 2 people. So that involves 2 weeks with me. Yes, same struggles, definitely. So that involves 2 weeks with me. And it looks like 2 phone calls where we clear away some trauma, we clear away some negative beliefs, we get really set and defined on your goals and where it is that you want to be and how you want to get there. And it requires homework in between our 2 calls, and you'll be getting little text messages of accountability from me, just checking in where you're at. You'll also be added to my secret group, which is a community only for my paying clients, where I offer more value and give more goodness, like these kinds of live streams there. So if that's something that sounds of interest to you, it would be for people who are ready to clear something, like one negative set of beliefs, whether that's worrying about what other people think, whether that's reducing your stress and anxiety at work, whether that's building confidence, whether that's learning to say no and working on boundaries a bit more. If you've got something specific that you're wanting to work on, super special, at a special price, only for you if you're ready and committed to do the work, you're ready to change, you're like, fuck, I'm so bored with this, you know, repetitive thought cycle in my head. Send me a message and we can organise a time and just have a complimentary call on me to start off with and see if we'd like to work together. Thanks for being present, Brooke. I hope you're doing really well. I have been watching your posts. I'm like a secret silent stalker. I've been watching your, well, not recently, but I've been watching your baby posts. So yeah, have a lovely day. Sending you lots of love wherever you are in the world, and if you're watching this on the replay, drop some likes and loves. If anyone has any questions, as ever, send me a private message.